You see, we suffer from a very peculiar hallucination in the modern world. It is the hallucination that enough is a place on a map, a destination that you will reach if you just travel fast enough and accumulate enough fuel. You think, I will trade until I hit this number, or I will work until I have this much safety. You imagine that one day you will cross a golden finish line, sit down, wipe your brow and say, there. Now I have arrived. Now I can actually begin to live. But this is like trying to eat the menu instead of the dinner. The difficulty with money, or points on a screen, which is really all we are dealing with here, is that it is an abstraction. It is a symbol. And you cannot satisfy a physical hunger with a symbolic meal. You can stack zeros behind a one until they stretch to the moon, but the part of you that feels empty is not empty of money. It is empty of the present moment. It is a hungry ghost, as the Buddhists say, a being with a tiny mouth and a giant stomach, forever eating, never full. Now, consider a cup of tea. If you pour tea into a cup, it is a delightful thing. But if you keep pouring after the cup is full, simply because you are enjoying the pouring, or because you are afraid the teapot will vanish, what happens? The tea spills over the table, it burns your hand, you make a mess. The more has actually destroyed the enough. In your trading, this is the moment you push for the extra 10 cents. It is the moment you have hit your target, but you think, well, the market is being so kind, surely it has a little more to give. You have forgotten that the purpose of the glass is to hold the water, not to drown the table. There is a profound art in knowing when to put down the brush. If a painter does not know when to stop, he will eventually paint over his masterpiece and turn it into a muddy brown smudge. The beauty of the painting lies as much in the strokes he didn't make as the ones he did. Enough is not a limit. It is not a constraint. It is the point of perfect balance. It is the top of the breath before the exhale. If you treat life as a journey toward a destination, you will miss the whole point. It is like listening to a symphony and asking, when do we get to the end? The point of the music is not the final crash of the cymbals. The point is the music itself, while it is playing. If your goal is just to get to the end with the biggest pile of chips, you are like a person who goes to a dance and races to the other side of the room. You got there, yes, but you missed the dance. So, when you have had a good day, when the harvest is in the barn, notice that urge to go back out into the fields in the dark. Smile at it. It is just the habit of a mind that has forgotten how to sit still. Realize that you have already arrived. The game is won not when you have all the money in the world, but when you realize that you don't need all the money in the world to be at peace. You can just stop. You can just be. And in that stopping, you find the one thing the market can never sell you. You find yourself.